Really quick, everybody, this entire video will be timestamped, so if you don't want to watch whole thing and just jump straight into a different topic, please check the pinned comment or check the little red bar right down below you. Again, this entire video will be timestamped, and I'd appreciate you guys watching whatever part that you'd like to. And if you're sticking around, welcome back to another video, everybody. Welcome back to another Let's Talk Clen. This is the series on the channel. If you're brand new here, this is the series on the channel where I have you guys go into the Discord server. By the way, again, if you're new, check the pinned comment down below just to give me something to talk about. Anyways, I ask you guys to jump into the Discord server and give me some topics to talk about. Usually we talk about gaming and Fortnite, but of course we can talk about anything at all, and with that being said, we are going to jump straight into the first one for today. Thoughts on Geno's big appearance in Zero War issue number 5. Sorry to ask the question late, but I want to know your opinion on his appearance / tease of the final comic for the Zero War. Now, here's the thing. I haven't seen enough of Geno. Like, people have been talking about Geno, and I just did a couple live streams where we were talking about Geno for a little bit, and it's like, wow, this is so cool that Geno's finally here. It's just, for me, I didn't see enough of Geno. Like, I am very intrigued by the storyline. I'm very intrigued at what everything's going on with him in the Imagine and him going to the 0 point and him being the character that he is. I'm very intrigued, but for me to like really be attached to the character or really get hooked on the story, I haven't seen enough of him yet. So I'm excited, but I want to see more. That's where I'm at with Geno in the storyline. Moving on, I know it's a little early, but if next season is chapter 4, what would your wish list be? Now that would be a whole thing of videos, like a whole video I can do, like 20 minutes long of stuff that I want in chapter 4. But like off the top of my head, I would want them to do what they did with the storyline back in chapter 2 season 2. I think that was perfect for the Fortnite storyline. That in chapter 2 season 7, honestly, where it's like every single week we had like a little bit of hint. Like, I'll bring you back to chapter 2. Every single week around the agency, something was going on. We had the loading screens with Midas. All the battle pass characters had their own lore, and it was a theme. And what they did in chapter 2 season 2 was perfect, and this is one of the reasons why everybody loved it. I would love for them to just take what they did in chapter 2 season 2, just kind of copy and paste that, but then change up the storyline. Just give us something each week to look forward to. Give us the loading screens, give us the battle pass lore, give us the battle pass characters. The UI for the battle pass was absolutely fantastic. So I would like to see them do something like that again, specifically when you're talking about chapter 4, and like to give you something specific, because again, I can make a whole video talking about all the stuff I want to see in chapter 4. But what they did with the storyline and what they did with having all the player base so intrigued and so interested in everything that's been going on, I really miss that, and I really want them to do it again. So out of everything, I think that would be something I would want most in chapter 4. But of course, there are a lot of things. So guys, let me know what you think down below. What would you want to see in chapter 4? What would be your early wish list? Moving on, how would you feel if the next season would actually turn out to be season 5? You know what? I wouldn't care, to be honest with you. Would I want chapter 4? I'd want that more than I want season 5, but you guys know me. For those of you who follow the channel, I like any Fortnite update. I like any season that comes out. I'll have fun playing the game regardless. I won't really think much of it. I'll be like, huh, hey, well, I guess it's season 5. I'm going to enjoy season 5. I'm going to enjoy the new stuff that comes with it. That's going to be my whole attitude with it. It's not going to be a big deal to me. And moving on from David. How has playing with David made you better? David, you haven't made me better at the game, but I can tell you I really do enjoy playing with you. And you know what? You make me a better person. Is that what you were looking for? You kind of do. You kind of do. I really enjoy playing with you, David. Oh, here's an interesting one. If you ever go mainstream, would you want to get involved with YouTube boxing? Now, first of all, no. It's actually crossed my mind sometimes, like, because I've trained martial arts like since early high school. I've been training martial arts, and Muay Thai has been one of my favorite things to do, and I love everything about MMA. If you guys don't know me, I am a huge MMA fan. I've been participating in it like most of my life at this point. Now, would I ever want to get involved with it? The reason why I never continued, and the reason why I never competed in martial arts, like, I just trained, I sparred my friends, you know what I mean? I sparred everybody at the gym, and I just, not necessarily for fun, but for self-defense purposes as well. There's too much risk, and there's too much head trauma. So, like, if something were to, like, when you're fighting, man, like that hard sparring is bad for you. Imagine actually getting to a fight where you guys are, like, legitimately trying to kill each other. I want to grow old. I want to have kids. I don't want to start slurring my words and dying when I'm 40 years old, you know what I mean? So, I wouldn't get involved with that. However, if you did offer me, like, a Muay Thai or an MMA fight with somebody who's never fought before, and it's just another YouTuber, then I would just like destroy them, you know what I mean? So if it was something like that, then yes, absolutely I would take it if I ever went mainstream. But would I ever like actively like just train to get involved with the YouTube boxing and call out like the big guys like Jake Paul, you know what I mean? I would never do that. I would stick to me making my videos. Thoughts on Twitch deciding to move gambling to another platform? Now, I heard about that, but I don't know much about it. So if that's what Twitch wants to do, I support it, and it just takes care of all the controversy, that's for sure. So I wish I could expand on that for you, but I don't know too much about it. So the Imagine said that someone in Geno's inner circle made a bet with him, which led to the sisters being replaced. What if this person was Singularity, and that's how she becomes relevant to the storyline again, her being the sisters' #1 enemy? It's a solid theory. Honestly, I could actually see that happening, but I think it is calling something like that, and we'll probably find out like way down the line in the storyline, so we'll probably have to forget about something like that for now, because who knows, we have all the Nothing to worry about right now. We have the Herald, the Nothing, at the time of recording this video, the Nothing isn't out yet, but I believe this video is going to come out before the Nothing, before the Herald skin actually releases. Sorry, I'm going off topic here, but my point is, I think it's a little bit too early to tell. It's very, very possible. There's a lot of ways they can bring Singularity back to the storyline. That definitely could be one of them. It's an interesting idea. Sorry again, I was all over the place there. It's just, again, who knows what's gonna happen. It's possible. Do you think Microsoft should give Halo over to another studio, considering how far downhill the franchise has went since 343 got a hold of the franchise? Also, have you seen Crowbat's video called Remember Halo? I haven't, but I'll try to remember to check that video out. Now, do I think they should hand Halo over to another industry? Absolutely, I do. 343 has absolutely been bombing it. However, I'm one of the Halo 4 lovers. I love Halo 4, one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know what happened since then, but Halo, man, I love it. I'll love it forever, but they need to just give it to somebody else. Why can't Bungie work on it? So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Halo's gonna have a comeback one day. I just don't see that being soon. Asking before the stream, how was it? Now, thank you for asking. Guys, if you don't know, I started streaming on YouTube, and of course, my priority will always be making these types of videos. Like the Let's Talk Clen, still one of my favorite things to do, but it was so much fun playing with the community, playing with all the people who usually watch the videos. It is so nice. Like, I don't want to say giving back because that sounds like, hey, I'm above you. You know what I mean? But I hope you understand. It's like, it's a way that, like, hey, you know what? I can show my appreciation. You guys being part of this community. I want to be active in it too. And it's like, I understand that I'm not always active in the Discord server, which is something that I've been really working on, but it's been so nice to play with you guys. It's been so nice to talk to everybody. It's been a lot of fun. So streaming is something that I thought I would just do every once in a while. You know what? Hey, you know what? I got nothing to do. Let's stream. But I think this will be like a once a week type thing. It went very well. Like, I got super stressed out the first time I did it because what I didn't know is when you streamed, you hit start streaming on OBS, and I thought you had to hit something on YouTube like, okay, we're gonna make this public. But no, once you hit OBS and then you start streaming, and then all of a sudden I had like 30 of you guys in the chat, and I was like, oh no, this is, I'm not ready to do this. But it ended up being amazing. It took a little bit like working through the stream, but it was very nice. So guys, if you ever want to play, we're gonna play with viewers more often. It's gonna be just whenever the stream. I haven't figured out a time, and plus I don't know what's going on with the days. I don't have a specific time that I'm going to start streaming, but it is amazing playing with you guys. And thank you so much for participating in the stream. Thank you for participating in the chat. Thank you for watching these videos, and I can't wait to play with you guys more. This is awesome. It's awesome. So stream went fantastic, so much better than I thought it would. Let's move on though. Should they ever bring back makeshift weapons for a wild week? Now, it's going to be tough because people are going to complain about the makeshift weapons big time, but I feel like it'd be fun to see everybody having makeshift weapons and everybody with the horrible bloom and the horrible fire rate missing the shots. I think I would play it personally, but I don't think Epic should do that. Hey Clen, this was said in the server and I want to hear your thoughts on it. If it's too long, I understand, just skip it. And this doesn't seem long at all, but thank you. I don't know how I feel about Sypher. He never extends his hands out to smaller streamers, or rarely. 99% of his videos are just the same collabs with the same people. It's clear he values views and monies above all else. You know what? I feel like someone that big definitely values views and money because that's your livelihood. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about Sypher. He extends his hand out. He never extends his hand out to smaller streamers, or rarely. I understand where you're coming from, and I understand, like, hey, you know what, SypherPK is up there, he's the biggest streamer, why doesn't he help other people? But he doesn't owe anybody that. He worked hard. He worked so hard. Have you seen his story? He has been streaming. He moved out of his parents' place just to pursue full-time streaming. He has been one of the most dedicated Fortnite streamers of all time, especially when it comes to Fortnite. Through the highs, through the lows, that guy has worked for everything. And there was like, a lot of people say YouTube's luck. I understand that there's luck involved in it, but no, that guy, man, he's one of the most dedicated Fortnite streamers of all time. He stuck with the game through the highs, through the lows, and he deserves everything that he has. So it's not right, or I don't think it's right for anybody to really judge him because he doesn't necessarily like take these smaller channels. And that'd be like me saying, hey, you know what, I make Fortnite videos, Sypher, help me please. And then when he doesn't, it's like, I don't know how I feel about you, Sypher. You know, like, he doesn't owe me anything. That'd be cool if he ever wanted to play with me. That'd be cool if he ever gave me the spotlight, but he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't owe me anything. I hope you understand what I'm getting at here. But again, I understand what you're saying, where it's kind of, the point of that is coming across as, hey, you know what, someone at the very top of the Fortnite community should just bring a positive environment and bring everybody up to the level that SypherPK is at. But no, you know what, he values views and money because that's his livelihood. You know what I mean? That's his job. He doesn't have another job. That's what he does. So of course he would go for views and money above all else. And I don't think that means like that makes him evil. You know what I mean? He of course cares about the people that he plays with. I think he's a good guy. He's an inspiration to me. Honestly, he is a huge inspiration to me. So I actually like SypherPK. Don't know him very personally, you know what I mean? None of us really do, but I think he's a pretty good guy, and he doesn't owe any streamers anything. He doesn't owe anybody in the community anything because he has worked so hard to get where he is. Do you think that we will get the voice lines for the Nothing in the upcoming Herald quest? Now, I hope so, and I hope this video is coming out before the Herald releases, which I'm pretty sure it is. But regardless, it's gonna be really exciting to see if we get more voice lines for the Nothing. I'm so intrigued by that storyline. It seems so ominous. It seems so cool, scary. I'm so excited to see more. I hope we do, but if we have to wait wait, we have to wait. There's nothing we can do, right? Moving on, how many chapters do you think Fortnite will have? In my opinion, 5. I think Fortnite is going absolutely nowhere, and it all depends how they handle the game after Creative 2.0. I will be able to answer this for sure after Creative 2.0 comes out, because we don't know, hey, you know what? Is Epic Games going to focus more on Creative 2.0 than the Battle Royale? Are they going to continue chapters? Are they going to continue seasons? Most likely they will, but it depends how they handle it after Creative 2.0. If they still put the same amount of work into it, there's never going to be like a short of chapters. You know what I mean? They're just going to keep going and going and going. This game's going to be alive for decades, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Moving on, not gaming related, thoughts on Elon taking over Twitter. Now, guys, I always tell you, and I appreciate you guys wanting to help me take on different topics for these videos, but this one is way too touchy for me to talk about, and something that I've always talked about, and I've talked about this in the streams too. I'm going to leave something that really involves politics, and this is coming from someone who really loves talking about politics, you know what I mean? But man, okay, here's the thing, and again, I've talked about this in another video. Do not take me out of context. Take what I mean literally here, because I understand how it can sound one way or the other way. Take what I'm saying very literally. When I was growing up, I've come from a time where it didn't matter what people thought about these situations. I have friends I have like lots of friends that are different politically, and they feel different ways about Elon taking over Twitter. And if we disagree, we disagree. If we agree, we agree. That's the end of it. And we all still love each other. And the point of me saying that is what I want to do on this channel is the last thing I am going to be doing is start talking about like one way or the other. And again, do not take me out of context. Do not assume that I'm one way or the other, because you don't. I apologize if this sounds like somewhat harsh. It's just I understand like what people do on the internet and how people like, and you know what, like right now as the size of the channel that I am, you could clip me out of context, because as I'm planning on being one of the biggest YouTubers of all time, I'm saying like someone could easily clip this and make me like, hey, you know what, he said this about it, or he thinks this about it because of his tone of voice. Like, no, it's very simple. What I want to do with the channel, and the reason that I mentioned that is because I want this whole community to not hate each other. You know what I mean? We are here to play Fortnite. We like gaming. And I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to come at like you for asking me that again. I thank you so much for helping me make these videos more interesting and having different topics. But it's just when it's stuff that's touchy like that, I don't want to talk about it on the channel. I hope you understand. And guys, please, I'm really enjoying that you guys are helping me talk about things other than gaming for these videos, because I love doing that. It's just some stuff that's ridiculously touchy that I can't talk on. And I'm so sorry. I hope you understand what I'm saying in that sense. It's just, what's it matter what any of us on this channel think about Elon? You know what I mean? We like Fortnite. You know, let's play together. Let's talk about Fortnite. We don't need to hate each other. Hey guys, editor Clen here. I just wanted to say one thing, because I was editing that little part there, and I didn't get my point across. We can talk about anything, and I'm happy to talk about absolutely anything, but I mean, like, when I said like we like Fortnite, we like gaming, why are we talking about stuff that would just start arguments and giant fights within the community? I hope that makes sense. I just wanted to get that little part in there. Like, I love that we're still talking about other things. Sorry, I just want to make sure I get the right point across. Let's move on though. Clen, which channel's your favorite to make videos on? Honestly, I'd have to say this Clen channel right here, because like the main gaming one, because that's where I get the most engagement. And the biggest reason that I love making videos is because I get to talk to so many awesome people, and people watch it, comment down below what they think about the video topic. And plus we got the Discord server, everybody's been talking, especially with streaming now. It's just, there's a community that I built with this one that it's so awesome to talk to everybody, and that's why I probably enjoy this more. But as I grow with the other channels, because again, by the way, it's thank you for the promotion there. I'll take this time to promote the other channels on the channel page. I have 5 YouTube channels now, so if you want to go check out any of them, I made my brand new one is talking about movies and TV shows that I watch, and books and anime that I'm going to talk about. It's kind of like a movie review, spoiler talk type channel. I have an MMA channel where I talk about all things fighting, UFC. I have a Clen Reacts channel where it's just watching TikToks together and giving my reaction on those. I like watching those. I like doing that stuff. And lastly, I have the Clen Shorts channel, which I've been getting away from a little bit because I've been posting shorts on this main channel here. But regardless, if you like shorts, there's a lot of content on there, funny clips. So I would enjoy uploading on every single channel, but just because I have such a huge community for this one, this is what I would enjoy the most. But no matter what, I like making videos. If I had the same amount of engagement on every single channel, then I would like it all equally. Does that make sense? Let's move on again though. What do you think of Jake Paul's fight? Now, Jake Paul, okay. I'm still of the opinion that those boxing fights are rigged, but it did look very, very convincing, Jake Paul. He showed, at the very least, he showed that he has the endurance, and he showed he has some awesome technique. But Anderson Silva, even if it's not rigged, he would have beat Anderson Silva anyways. Anderson is 50 years old now, and to be honest with you, I'm not that interested in seeing him fight anybody else. I'm not a big boxing guy. I'm not a big boxing fan, and Jake Paul for me controls way too much for me to enjoy the event and trust the event. So I'm gonna stick with UFC. I'm gonna stick with Muay Thai. I've been watching One Championship a lot. That's been an absolute blast. But Jake Paul, you know what? At the very least, whether it's rigged or not, he showed that he has some technique. He showed that he has heart. He shows that he showed endurance. You know, he's a boxer. You know, that's all I can say about it. All right, guys, we got a couple more here. After the launch of Creative 2.0, what are some key things you think Epic Games needs to work on? I say this because we've been seeing a lot of content creators leaving over the past 2-3 seasons reasons now with them saying the game isn't as fun as it used to be. Personally, I feel like if Epic were to just rotate old and fun LTMs around every week, it would be help to prevent this from happening. Sorry if I just butchered saying that there. Yeah, you know what? You're totally right, actually. Rotating LTMs would definitely make people come back, especially take all the cool LTM ideas and just make it zero build, and you would have all those people coming in for fresh content all the time. I will never understand why Epic Games stopped doing regular rotating LTMs. I do not understand why they would do that, but this isn't a rant about LTMs. I'm just going to talk about what you wanted to talk about here. However, like you did say, LTMs is definitely something that Epic does need to work on. I hope that it's because we haven't gotten, like, take Fortnite Mirrors, for example. Take the summer event. They haven't been really putting too much into it, and I would imagine it's because of Creative 2.0 and they're getting to the release date. There's probably so many kinks and bugs that they're trying to work out. It's tough to say. Like, Epic should be giving us still the right amount of content, but I understand that they have a lot on their plate right now, and I'm still enjoying the game. They gave us an awesome season. Like I talked about in another video, people are really hating on the season now because they didn't like Fortnite Mirrors, but like the season in general is still awesome. There are so many fun mechanics. I'm really enjoying the gameplay about it. But something that they definitely need to work on is giving players something worth grinding for, like in the battle pass, for example. Like I was talking about earlier in the video, give us little tiny things in the battle pass on the map that gives us something to look forward to, and it doesn't take much for the Fortnite community. Give us a loading screen, give us a piece of artwork that tells what's going on with the Fortnite story. Give us actual season themes, give us our own season theme with a storyline behind it. Get all the battle pass characters, bring them back, get the rooms. Little things like that at Epic Games did, and it showed that it's not that they don't care anymore, because I don't believe that they don't care. It's just that they've gotten away from so many little things that they do that made people love the game. Like take the gnomes storyline, for example. The gnomes in Chapter 2, like they visited a prison, they escaped, they were looking on a telescope, you know what I mean? Just little things around the map that people could look forward to every single update. Is you could have the tiniest changes and the Fortnite community would absolutely love it. But I also agree with you, Agni. I also agree with you that LTMs is one of the biggest and easiest things that they can do. Just rotate them out. Give us something new to play with. You don't even have to give us new content. You have so many LTMs that you can give us just to give us content, you know? And again, it's very easy to please that's not true. It's very easy to please the majority of the Fortnite player base who don't complain on Twitter. You know what I mean? Of course, there's that loud minority on Twitter, that loud minority of complaints all the time, no matter what Epic Games does. They've been doing it since OG Fortnite, you know what I mean? There are so many of us real Fortnite fans who just, it doesn't take a lot to please us, and what Epic Games needs to do is just, again, like I was talking about in Chapter 2 Season 2, give us a little bit, like, have something in the water for us to play around with. What the heck is this? Why is it getting bigger every weekend? It takes probably no development time for them to do that, so that's something I really think they could work on. It's actually a very interesting topic. I think I could make a whole video talking about, like, what Epic Games needs to do after Creative 2.0. Thank you. I think I'll work on that one. And guys, we are moving on to the last one for today, DC or Marvel. To also tell me one favorite character from each. Now, Marvel, I really like Spider-Man, I really like Iron Man, and I think I like Doctor Strange too. But DC, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a DC fan, but although I did watch Black Adam, and Black Adam's pretty cool, so I don't really have a favorite DC character yet. Maybe as I watch more movies in the DC universe, because I'm gonna continue watching DC, especially since James Gunn took over. That's really hype. So I wish I could give you a DC character that I love, but I don't really know too much about DC. But Marvel, man, I think it's Iron Man or Spider-Man. Doctor Strange I like too, like I just said. But guys, with that being said, I'm going to put an end to this video today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider the like button, help out the channel a ton, and subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels, as well as links to Real Ember on Fiverr will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. Remember, I don't know if he did this thumbnail. I haven't messaged him yet, so he probably did this thumbnail if it looks really good. If it looks really crappy, then I did it. So go check out Real Ember if you want to make YouTube thumbnails. He'll help you out with the YouTube channel. It's the most important thing you can do is make thumbnails. And lastly, guys, if you like, use my supporter creator code in the item shop. It is code CLEN, #anime, #Epic Partner. Thank you so much for watching again, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Take care.